Guys here, back again with another My Hero Academia character. I was about to say character discussion. My Hero Academia anime review, and this is for episode 21, or in total 59, called What's the Big Idea? And actually, this is a really good episode to learn more about how heroes in training get their hero licenses, and also a little bit more on, I guess, world building, you could say. But there are a lot of things in this episode that get talked about, and one is, well, at the beginning, we see all these like business guys or whatever, and apparently they're the ones who end up who ends up giving and leasing the hero licenses to the heroes in training. We see that instead of waiting around for another All Might, we're just gonna have to deal with what we have and all that. So that's what they said. Next, we find out later on in the episode, I'm gonna cut back and forth a little bit in this. So later on in the episode, we actually find out that a student's score, if it gets below 50, then they automatically fail, which we actually see a picture of it shown in the anime, and it was Bakugo's picture. And earlier we see Momo and her group and all that, and then we see Bakugo, Kaminari, and Kirishima, and they're all like rescuing Huck people, the Help Us committee. Yeah, I know last video I forgot what their name stood for and all that, but then I got the picture in the video, so there's that. So yeah, while Deku and Shindo and a few others were trying to keep the rescuees and all that away from the fighting of Gang Orca, which is also a good scene too, we actually get to hear and get explained what Gang Orca's quirk is. It's called Orcaness. And within this quirk, he can do pretty much anything an Orca can do, also on land. So what he does is he does one of the moves that an Orca can do, and it's more like a sound wave type thing, but in turn it paralyzes people. So the person to take that head on was Shindo. And the good thing about Shindo's quirk is his is called Vibrate, and his quirk kind of deals with sound waves in a way, so he was kind of able to, I guess, deafen the, effects that it had on him, so that way he could still move later on in the episode. Then after that, we see the best, I would say the best team up, but not really, because they did argue throughout the whole episode, but it's my boy Shoto Todoroki and Inasa Yaris, I don't even know how to say his last name, Inasa from Shiketsu. And obviously they fought because wind and fire don't mix, and heat sends wind upwards, so technically they like got on each other saying, oh yeah, you got in my way and all this other stuff, but really Shoto was just trying to do his job as, a hero in training. And Inasa shows up and says, you're just like Endeavor, you may be his son, but you were just like him. And so that kind of, pisses Shoto off, and rightly so, because, he's trying to get away from the shadow of being Endeavor's son and all that. So I kind of understand like where Horikoshi was going with this, and I'm kind of glad how it all kind of worked out in the end, really, because halfway through them arguing and all this other stuff, and they shoot another fire and wind thing, and the fire goes off to the side and almost hits Shindo, and then Deku shows up, grabs Shindo, and says, damn it, what the hell are you two doing? And it hits home to them that we messed up. We messed up. And now we have to deal with the consequences. Because of that, Inasa was immobilized from being able to move. and he could still use his quirk, obviously. And before that, Shoto was shot with cement. Same thing with Inasa as well. But Inasa was knocked out of the sky from Gang Orca's quirk, and then Shoto was grabbed, and he used his quirk on, or Gang Orca used his quirk again on Shoto as well. And we get this scene where we get a backstory, actually, a little bit of how Shoto ended up getting in through recommendations. So everybody who got in through recommendations had a different like obstacle course, entrance exam thing and whatever. So we see Shoto, and we actually see Juzo, who looks like Eren from Attack on Titan in his Titan form, from Class 1B. We see him there, but then we also see Inasa as well. So like it was said in previous episodes before, that Inasa could have joined UA in the hero course, but he declined it because, well, Shoto got in it, and he doesn't like Shoto or Endeavor at all because of their eyes, because they are fixated on hating something. So he just doesn't like them and says that they don't deserve the title of hero, which it makes sense from where he's coming from, but then again, you can't really say that because Shoto is trying to become a good hero, and you don't know what Shoto's going through, or you never knew what he went through, and nobody really does. So there's only a few there's only like a few people I think that know about what happened, and that's not right. You can't do that. You just can't say, no, you don't deserve the title of hero. And then after that, after the whole flashback thing, Shoto remembers that Inasa was at the entrance exam and says, this dude was so annoying. How did I not remember him? And he's like, maybe it was because I was clouded. I was clouded by the anger for Endeavor. Well, actually, he says that, bastard. So, you know, there's that. And yes, I know I should have said this before at the beginning of this, but yes, I am not in my apartment. I'm actually at my grandma's house for the weekend. But next weekend, the next anime review will be in my apartment. Probably in another location. I don't know. I keep on jumping around for my videos in my apartment because I'm trying to not like show you guys the whole thing. I mean, literally, you can just see the whole thing in one camera view, but, you know, I'll do a apartment tour or whatever once I get some of my wall scrolls up. I haven't really done that. I know it's been like 2 weeks since college started, but actually, no, I take that back. 3 weeks, about to start the 4th week this week. But yes, it's already been 3 weeks, and I know that I could have put up my wall scrolls and everything, but I haven't yet because I wanted to make sure I got everything situated with some of the problems that I had in the apartment. So they've pretty much been fixed. Now all I really need to do is set up my wall scrolls, and then once they're set up, I can do an apartment tour, and they will be in my backgrounds here and there in some of my videos. So hopefully you guys will stay tuned for that. Now, let me get back into the rest of this video. Okay, so I'm actually, you know how I always show pictures and stuff within my anime reviews? It's from the anime, so I'm actually currently going through and doing it as I'm recording this. So there's times where I may forget, so I might click on the thing and then get caught up on what happened. But I'm pretty sure I do know that we had an awesome team up with Shoto and Inasa after they figured out that they messed up. So Shoto used all of his firepower, all that he could, and just lit up. And then Inasa used his whirlwind quirk and guided the wind to hit Shoto, and then moved the fire around, and then made a fire vortex around Gang Orca, which was pretty cool to see because, you know, two people, they hate each other, their quirks don't really work well together, but in the end, they do. So that was a good scene to see, and then also the scene with Deku saying, "What are you doing? Like, what the hell are you doing? Like, this is not who you're supposed to be or what you're supposed to be doing. You need to stop." So it goes on from there, and then we also see all this other stuff with Tokoyami, Ojiro, and Ashido. They all come help Deku, and everybody try to get everybody evacuated, while Momo and, I said this earlier, but Momo and everybody, they are still evacuating other people around while the fighting is going on. So then, as the fighting still is kind of going on, Shindo, like I said earlier, he regains consciousness and uses his vibrate quirk again on the little villain henchmen or whatever that are with Gang Orca. And then he and Deku do a little team up, but really after Shindo used his quirk, we only see Deku go out and fight. We don't see Shindo team up with him or anything. So there's that. Next, so it was kind of weird how Gang Orca dispersed the fire vortex. He apparently had get this, a water bottle on him, and used the water bottle to I guess dehydrate is, he was trying to hydrate himself with water, because he's an orca. So yeah, it was kind of weird how a little simple bottle of water was enough for him to, use his quirk. And then Deku jumps in at the last minute and, using his shoot style, hits Gang Orca on the arm and actually puts a big crack on the other side of his gauntlet or bracers, not gauntlets, but gauntlet bracers, whatever. And the timer runs out. So the final exam has ended, or not the final exam, the provisional license exam has ended, and they are about to receive their results. And I don't remember this episode doing that, ending the way it did, but it ended off with them trying to find their names, and that's how it ended. I don't remember when I watched it in sub that's how that ended, but it is still good to know. But the next episode, I will say this right now, it's a good episode for character development. Yeah, it's a good episode for character development, and we also get to find out some more stuff about, find out some good news for the people that did end up failing the test or the exam and not getting their license, that there is another remedial class or whatever to take, so then when they're done they can get their hero license. So we find out that there are a few people that will be getting it. I'm not going to say who, because if you're anime only watchers, then stay tuned for the next episode. And if you stay for my videos and watch the next episode preview, then please enjoy the preview after this part. And there's that. So if you guys did enjoy this video, please hit that thumbs up button. Leave some comments down below for me, guys. And also, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe for more My Hero content. And also hit that notification bell and all that other stuff. But yes, I am doing a lot of My Hero. But eventually, that will not be the case. I will be doing I will still be doing a lot of My Hero, but then I will also try to do some other anime type stuff on my channel. So I'll probably do stuff for SAO Season 3, Fairy Tail, maybe I might, and I might do Tokyo Ghoul Re again. I don't know. I didn't really get that many views on the first one, so I might not do that again. but I will probably talk about it here and there in some of my other videos. But other than that, I'd say probably SAO Season 3 and Fairy Tail Final Season. I will most likely be talking about those as well. Yeah, so that's it for me, guys. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed. And I know that I'm rambling on and extending my outro, but whatever. So if you stay for the next episode preview, here you go. Bye, guys, and see you next time.
Here's the preview. After the exam, Kachan confronts me, but I can't tell what he's thinking. Will we end up fighting? This might not be good. Next time, I'll talk about your quirk. Go beyond! Plus Ultra!
Tell me pretty lies, look me in the face. Tell me that you love me, even if it's fake. 'Cause I don't